It does. So you're saying it doesn't bother you when you hear what the people say, what people think about you. I mean, boxers talk a lot about a legacy. What do you want your legacy to be in terms of what people say about you as a boxer?
Yeah, my legacy is not what people say about me. I know after like October 30th,
people change.
My legacy is secure. You look at what I've done for boxing. You look at just like this Olympics, for example, how great boxing done. Yeah. That all started from me winning the gold medal in Sydney. Because without me winning that gold, boxing would have become a lottery-funded sport.
Yeah.
You know, and so you talk about that legacy there with the Olympic movement. You talk about how much I've mentored the fighters coming through. David Price talks about it. I phoned him before his Olympics. You know, gave him some advice. I flew out to Cyprus for Amir Khan in 2004. All done that willingly. I've been, not only what my achievements have been in the ring.
You flew David Price out to Cyprus?
No, I flew out to Cyprus to be with Amir Khan before he fought in the Olympics. I know what I've done for boxing, I know. So that's why I sit very comfortably. And definitely now I've reinvented myself as a human being. Yeah. That's what my journey is about. Sport is important. It's been my life for many years.
You talk but you talk about that adventure playground, and you talk about yourself being the kid who people coming over and they're punching you in your leg, and you're still coming back, and you're always coming back for more. You never kind of know when you're beaten. In boxing, isn't that a bit of a problem?
No, because you look at my boxing style. Yeah. I'm taking much punishment in my fight. I've been knocked down a few times. You go swimming, you have to get wet. But I don't know when I'm beaten. If I add my preparation to that for this kind of camp, and I add my abilities and my skill, that makes me a very dangerous guy. And you, like I said, after the David Haye fight, I went for my little dark moment. You probably thought you'd never ever see me in the ring again. That's the last of Audley Harrison.
I don't think we'd see.
That's the last of Audley Harrison. And here I am back again in a blockbuster fight. The whole country's talking about it.
What did you do after that fight, though? Because my God, some of the things people were saying and writing, and people like idiots like me, you know.
Right. The worst thing they've written. I went on holiday with my wife.
Where to?
Daughter. I went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
And I sat down and I said, boy. I said, you know, this is, you know, I am really buried here under rubble. You know, I am buried under rubble, and it is so dark. But I still found a light. As long as I could see some light, I said, there is light, there's a little bit of light there, and I'm going to hold on to that light, and somehow I'm going to climb to it. And that's what happened.
What was the light?
The light was called faith, called hope, called belief, called, you know, this is not how my career is going to end. Yeah. And that's called hope and faith. Yeah.
Have you watched the fight back on TV at all since?
Yeah, of course. I watched it a few times, but that wasn't me in there. You know, I was a shell of myself in there. And maybe that's the final thing, that was the final test the universe wanted to give me. Humiliate. Let's see you totally humiliated, and let's see you get through that one. Yeah. Because it's all part of my journey of growing into a man. And like I said, behind failure is success. You just have to know that and believe it and walk through it. Because walking through failure and coming out the other side is like walking through a coal of fire. It's like walking through hell, you know. And it takes something, it takes strength to walk through. Many people stop, turn back, or break down right there and perish.
But you're convinced you've got some good karma coming.
Yeah, I've got good karma. My life right now is perfect. Yeah. I have no complaints. I'm truly blessed. I like I said, I thank Peter Salmon and Dominic Coles from the BBC. I owed them lunch, I owed them dinner, I owed them something, because without that, I would have stayed in England, going to the film premieres, girls all over the place, trying to be the next Don King. Fighting the system, angry, and I'd have probably, you know, I might not even be here now. I'd have fallen off a cliff somewhere, because I just wasn't stopping. I was just pushing on.
When was the last time you watched that Haye fight, do you think?
I haven't watched that fight for years now. I mean, after the fight, I watched it back and forth, watched it a few times. I don't need to watch that. Just like the successful moments. All I need to do now is living in the present now, because if people spending too much time living in the past, or they're dreaming too much about the future. Yeah. I'm living in the here and now. I'm living in the present. Yeah. And the present is David Price Saturday night. And so I don't pass the past. I've learned my lessons. There ain't no mistakes in life. It's only lessons. There ain't no negativities, because it's how you view it. It's how you perceive it. I don't view my negatives as, the whole world ended. I view it as, this is a lesson I had to learn.
Yeah.
And so I learnt my lessons and I moved forward.
Audley, I think that's great, mate. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Thanks for everything.
All right.
Good luck at the weekend.
Thank you.